So you got 1.6. Yeah, I just subscribed to your channel and the bell icon is already on, so you got 1 more subscriber. I
yes.
mean, wow, you are such a sweet person. Oh my God, that's so sweet. I'm probably gonna talk to my mom about you for sure today. That's something. I mean,
Oh,
you're not thinking about the next sentence. Okay, am I? You're not confused at all. You know what to say, and you don't really bother. You don't really have reservations to make any mistakes or not. As long as because you understand the value. It's communication is a priority. You meet up with a lot more people and connect with a lot more people and help them in the right form. This is all about. Can you see me now?
yes,
Okay, so tell me, it's Neha, right?
yes,
Hi Neha, how are you doing today? All good? I think we asked that question already, but still.
yes, yes. I'm doing great, and I was eagerly waiting for this session because I am meeting you for the very first time. Actually,
Yes,
I
that's great.
planned, yes,
Uh-huh.
for so many time, but it just due to time slots because you schedule your classes by 9:30 or 10 or 10:30. So it
That's
is
right.
a little bit hard for me to wait.
And I'm so sorry I couldn't open up any more slots for you in the earlier sessions, but I've been getting that backlash a lot. I mean, I've
Oh,
been getting questions, sir, why don't you open up the slots earlier? But I'm really trying
yes.
to push it in. I'm so sorry about that.
No.
Anyway, since this is the very first time we are meeting up, tell me a little bit about yourself, ma'am. Like, where are you from? Who are you? What do you do for a living? And how can I help, please?
Sure, sir, sure. So, my name is Neha Rana. I hail from Himachal Pradesh, but
Nice.
currently I stay in Mohali, that is in Punjab.
Wow.
I've
Okay.
been working as a homemaker for 15 years,
That's
homemaker
the
by
toughest job in the
profession.
world.
Yes, so homemaker by profession and a teacher by heart. So, I'm
Okay.
passionate about teaching, and that's the reason I've been taking tuition classes for about 10 years now.
Wow.
So, yes, so I am a passionate inquisitor, specifically when it comes to English language. That is the
Okay.
reason I'm sitting here in front of you because being a homemaker, I feel restricted or I'm confined within the wall of my place only because I don't step out. I miss that exposure. So that is the biggest reason I always look for this kind of platform where I can explore myself and where I can learn the technicalities of this language. So that's all about.
Wonderful. That was a great intro. And the idea was to understand the need, and you clearly established what you wanted. So you got clear perspective. That itself is a very good green flag for me to go ahead with. So, how come you end up in English Yari? I know why you choose the platform, but how come you know specifically about English Yari? How did you know about English Yari? And I see that you've taken quite a
Yes.
significant number of sessions. So, how has been the journey so far, and how long has you been? I mean, have you been a part of this one?
Now it's been more than 2 months. Actually, this is for the very first time that I have joined these kind of classes or sessions because
Mhm.
I'm very economical. I never prefer to invest my money. This is I would say, mindset of a typical Indian middle class woman. We never prefer investing on ourselves, right? So but now my son is grown up. He's grown up. He's studying in ninth standard. So I got some time where no I could explore myself. So credit goes to Facebook. I
Okay.
came through English Yari on Facebook itself, and then I joined this platform because I found it convenient and pocket
Hmm.
friendly. And now it's not only a platform where I am learning this language. It is much more for me because I have literally made connections with my tutors. I've got so many friends. I've got they're buddies for me. I would
Wow.
like to tell you, yes. So I am connected with English Yari. So I think now it's necessary for me. I cannot think my life without these sessions.
Wow.
So
Okay. That is very
that's it.
solid. That's very solid. Thank you. I mean, I
Right.
really appreciate the mindset. Right. And what other things you do? Do you happen to have a YouTube channel or something?
Yes. Yes, I
Okay.
do have a YouTube channel, and I actually, when I started my channel, uh, it was a very random thought. I never planned. There was no strategy because I
Hmm.
wanted to do something. And today's topic is itself about lockdown, and my story started from lockdown, I would say. So
Okay.
during lockdown, when we were locked to our places only, so because I don't like vegetating. Telling you very honestly, I
Okay.
am a curious learner, so I want to learn new things. I want to explore the world around me, and I want to share my knowledge. As I told you, that teaching is my passion. But yes,
Hmm.
I prefer. Taking care of my family over my passion, so that is the
Hmm.
reason I don't step out, or I haven't joined any school. But yes, I found a way, and I started taking online tuition classes. So
Right.
that was the time during lockdown when everyone was posting their videos on social media, be it YouTube or Insta.
Hmm.
So I started uploading my videos. I still upload these kind of conversation there, but YouTube for me is not just for getting visibility, or making money or earning money. It's just the way I want to share. I want to connect with people, and I want to invest my time in a constructive way, and I think that is the best way to use social media. So that is it.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. And okay, out of curiosity, how many current subscribers do you have?
Oh, my channel, I am telling you, it is growing at a snail's pace, I would say. So I have, it's like 1600 something. That's it. Because
1600 is a very good number. Trust
yes,
me.
as I told you, actually, because I am a homemaker, so
Hmm.
and I'm a mother of a son, so my plate is always full, I would say.
Of course.
So
Of course.
yes, it's not easy for me to upload videos because it has I have like it needs to first we need to edit the video, and it
Hmm.
really takes time. So I am not very frequent in terms of uploading my videos. Yes, now
Hmm.
from 1 or 2 months I am trying to be punctual or regular to upload my videos, but there was a time when I was not frequent. I think there is a particular algorithm of YouTube or Insta, and I have nothing to do with that. I am not good at technical things,
You know
editing
what?
part.
Tell me your channel's name. You got an additional subscriber right now. Tell me, what's your channel's name?
Oh, it's Neha 83 Rana. Oh my goodness.
Okay, hold on.
Yes, Neha 83 Rana,
Hold on.
Himachali tutor Neha. It's like that.
Himachali tutor Neha. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see.
Yes. So for me, it's a win-win situation. I'm getting a chance to have interaction with you, and you're subscribing to my channel.
Oh yeah,
So
well,
wow.
that's the kind of things that I normally do. Himachali tutor. Okay, got it.
Oh,
You got 1.6. Yeah, I just subscribed to your channel, and the bell icon is already on, so you got one more subscriber.
thank you.
Just great.
I'm honored.
Okay,
So,
so I see that you have taken almost 56 sessions over here to EnglishYaari. So who's do you remember the tutors you always connected to? Because you just mentioned they are like your buddies. So who do you connect with often, and what was the reason to choose me today in particular? If there's any reason at all to choose me as a tutor for today, I would like to know.
with all the tutors with whom I connected regularly or frequently, or talking to them is not a difficult thing for me. I would say now I feel comfortable having interactions with them. Tutor Sarika, tutor Shruti. Shruti is my sweetheart, I would say. I
Okay.
love having interaction with her. And Sarika ma'am, I consider her my mentor, because there was a
Right.
time when I was on pins and needles while having interaction with her, but she made me
Hmm.
so comfortable, and she gave me all those tips and tricks which I am applying these days also. And then comes Megha, tutor Megha Naik. So
Okay.
earlier she was not available on EnglishYaari, but as I came to know that he's also here now on EnglishYaari, so I just like I have great bonding with her also. And there are so many, but yes, with you, because it was. Uh, it was from the very beginning. I always wanted to have sessions with you, but just cause of
The time.
time. Uh, I was in Himachal that time, and I was
Mhm.
at my in-laws' place. So generally in winters, no, we go to bed by 8 or 8:30. So 10 o'clock is kind of
Yes, I know.
midnight there. So it wasn't possible for me. So as soon as I came back to Mohali, the first thing that I did, I just booked a slot with you. And today, from 8 p.m., I'm trying to make myself busy in one thing or the other. I was just waiting for this session.
Oh my
So
God, that's so sweet of you to say. That's wow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you waiting out for this time. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if it was worth it, but definitely, I really appreciate you doing that. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay. Now, you might be wondering, why is this guy continuously asking me these many questions? He haven't even actually formally introduced himself. So you might have been even have been thinking about that. If you haven't, I think it's only fair if I give you a perfect explanation for what these questions were, and also a proper introduction from my end, even if you know a little bit about me. Okay, what
no,
all things do you know about me already? If you know.
no, I actually, you know what, my earphone, it's not working, so I'm
Okay.
not getting you properly. But yes,
Okay.
I literally want to know more about you, and I was about to ask you, to request you. So I
Yes,
want
I
to
will.
know
I will.
why you open your slots so late, because I think many more homemakers need you in day hours, because as a woman we can't afford to join sessions, because when we live in joint family, obviously it's not possible.
Understand. Yeah.
So I want to know the reason.
I will tell you. In fact, I'll explain every single bit of you, and I think that'll give you a rough idea. Okay, ma'am. So my name is Amal, as you can see right on the screen. I'm a medical doctor by profession, so it's Dr. Amal Mohan. And
Mhm.
yes, that itself give you a rough idea what exactly is the situation, right? I'm speaking to you from the city of Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. This is my hometown, and I'm from the southern tip of India, right? So other than being a doctor, I also happen to be a little bit of an actor, director, and writer. I also
Oh,
happen to be a little bit of an what can I say, a career counselor and academic counselor. I also happen to work and associate with the corporate, particularly in the edtech scenario. And I also happen to have amazing conversations with people like yourself at EnglishYaari. So that is another thing that I do, right? And I'm 24 years of age. So with these things that I've actually told you, you must have had an idea. Okay, this guy will not have much time in the day or night
yes.
even to open up slots. It's actually a commitment that I've took personally because I've seen people always, and it is true, communication and confidence go hand in hand. But people always thought communication is all about English, but that's not the
Mm.
way. English is only a tool, right? I believe communication is far more high, and there are several mediums of communication than just English. But I've seen talented people, like amazing people, who couldn't really take credit for it, or maybe they just have to walk out of the scenario just because they couldn't express it in the right language, right?
Hmm.
And that language happened to be English, and I've seen that several times when I traveled across the world, right? So that actually triggered me to open up slots in English Yari, at least an hour. I used to open for 2 hours from 9 to 11, but these days it's really, really, really tight, especially since I work in emergency. So it is quite tough for me to, open up more slots. But I try to make, even today it's Sunday, right? So I open up an hour every single day, no matter what. And I've been doing this since January. But I'm really sorry. I've actually tried to clock my hours and open up, in a round robin manner, even the day shifts. But still, it is very tough for me to open the daily hours. So I'm really sorry about that. But still, at least you could connect with me at this point of time. So that is good.
Yes. Oh God. And I would say that you are such a versatile personality. So Dr. Amal Mohan, wow. I hats off to you. How do you manage your? It's not only about managing time, but the energy that I can see in you. You are not looking tired a bit, and you're tackling so many things together. So, what is the source of that energy?
I wouldn't say I'm not tired because if you, at least few
Huh.
of the learners who would be watching this video, they would be able to know I'm a little drained today because I'm too excited. I mean, I don't know. I'm always excited to teach. I love teaching myself personally.
Yes.
But here it's mostly conversations. I love having conversations as well, like the one we are having right now. And I don't really have a typical approach. My approach is quite realistic. What I always do, I like to believe in impromptu conversations, because nobody's here for an extempore speech or something like that. Instead, they're here for random communication, right? If they're walking into a space with unknown people, complete strangers, they should be able to have a smile on their face. They should be able to completely be comfortable in their own skin and be able to speak in the language they prefer to, even if it's Hindi, even if it's Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, or English. That is the motto, right? That is what I'm trying to do. But what I try, and you did mention a versatile personality. Thank you so much for that comment. But I really don't think I'm that huge. I really
No,
I,
you
I
are.
believe I'm just an absolute learner, and I love doing so many things. I love to be in this entrepreneurial scenario. That is the reason why I opened up something. So I just want to at least try my base. I mean, if I don't do it right now, when can I do it? So I just
Yes.
wanted to touch base on all these things, and I've been doing this. In fact, teaching is something that I've started way, way back. I think I will have, if I gather all of these things together, it might add up to more than 11 or 12 years, because I've been teaching my friends, family, relatives, neighbors, and it was not for any pay. Even now, it is not like that, but still. Um, Teaching is something that I enjoy, and it doesn't matter which subject I'm teaching. And you would be able to connect because you yourself is a teacher, so you would understand that. So yes, that is that. But I really, again, I think I've been consistently saying this. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you commenting on the energy, and I'm glad that you felt that I'm not too drained
No,
today, but I am. I'm pretty drained, to be honest.
no. You see, if I talk about your profession, doctor, being a doctor, it's already a responsibility, I would say. It's not everyone's cup of tea. Because if I consider myself, I'm a homemaker, okay, I'm sitting here at my comfort zone. I don't step out. No, I'm just doing my household chores and then taking online classes and then editing the videos. That too, if I feel like I have choice, but you don't have, and still you are managing so many things with all that positive vibes. So I think that's commendable, and stay blessed,
Oh,
and be always full of beans as you are.
thank
So that
you,
is
thank
it,
you.
actually.
I
Yes.
mean, wow, you are such a sweet person. Oh my God, that's so sweet. I'm probably gonna talk to my mom about you for sure today. That's something I'm gonna say
Oh,
that. I'm very
and
close to
I'm
my
going
mom.
to
That's why.
and I am going to talk with my son. I'm going to tell about you, and I'm going to discuss about you because I love telling him inspirational stories or people whom I really like. Really, and it's not that I'm just speaking for the sake of speaking, because my son is growing, and I literally want him to indulge himself in good things. So I share what I feel, what I feel good with him, always with him. One more thing I want to discuss with you. You belong to South, right? Kerala.
Yes,
So
yes.
i
Uh-huh.
i don't think I don't think so English, speaking English is a hard nut to crack for people there. But if I tell you, people in North, specifically rural areas, who belong to rural areas, it's speaking in English is kind of rocket science. I see so many students, so many young people. They are juggling to have command over this language. Personally, my reason is, I see I'm not looking for any job, and I don't want to fluent. Many times people ask me, why are you, at this age, I'm 40 now, so why are you juggling, having these kind of session? You can aram se sit and enjoy Ekta Kapoor serials. But I want to be comfortable with this language, because in my case, it's my third language. First my local, then comes Hindi, and then comes English. So I literally want to comfortable, and I am comfortable with this language. I don't feel that English, speaking in English is kind of problem for me. But yes, when I deal with people or students, so they are literally juggling with this language. So I want you to enlighten all the students. First of all, we need to remove that fear. It's
Yes,
just a language. It's just a language. It's
correct.
not a big thing. Second thing, communication is not only about English language.
Absolutely,
I
absolutely.
believe in. So I want you to give your ideas or your experience, because you are dealing for a long time now. So please, because people here, in my place, they are literally juggling to learn this language.
Of course, of course. I'll be, how can I say, I'll be showing a little bit of light in that interjection. But before that, I'd like to show some light on another thing because other than Kerala, the most amazing state that I've been to in India, I've been to several states, but Uttarakhand is a personal favorite. Himachal is a famous. I mean, it's very close to
Mm.
me as well. I've been in Masuri a few months back, actually, almost a year back, I guess, and it's very nice. I was there in winter. Last year, this time around this time I was over there. That's what I was like to say. Just wanted to tell you, Himachal and Uttarakhand is too beautiful.
Mm.
Mountains are too beautiful. And have you ever visited? Have you had the chance to visit Kerala?
Yes, my husband served for Indian Navy, so I got a chance to live in Kochi.
Oh
So
wow. Okay. Okay. So please tell your husband thanks for his service to his country. Right. That is something we all have to. We all have to
yes,
accommodate in our heart. That's something very huge. Now, about the
sure.
question that you asked, I'd like to start off with something uh, that I was about to say earlier. So you noticed that I was asking a lot of questions in the beginning, right? I was asking a lot of questions in the beginning, and I
Yes,
told you I'll give you a perfect explanation why I was asking all these questions. So two things. Number one, of course, need analysis. I wanted to understand because each learner, each person that's coming over here, they'll be having a unique necessity, right?
mm.
They might be having interview skills and they might not be having a lot of language scenarios.
Mm.
They might be needing soft skill specific. So these things vary, and I wanted to understand what you wanted. And I did. I mean, that's the reason I told you that's a very green flag. I was able to understand, and you were able to detect exactly what you wanted. And the way you approach things, well, that's another positive. I'll tell you about it soon enough. Right. I know you're not exactly here for feedback in terms of English, but I'm going to say that anyhow, because that is associated with the answer that I'm going to say. So then what I was analyzing is how well you spoke. Hold on. I know there's only 20 minutes, and people, I mean, at least tutors jump to,
Huh.
directly jump into the topic, or they always tend to analyze things based on vocabulary, grammar, and all these things. But I'm not a grammar police. I don't really believe grammar is a top priority unless it
Mm.
is extremely, extremely, basis in a manner. I don't really go with grammar policing a lot, right? So rather than speaking, I was primarily focusing how well could you listen, because I firmly believe that listening ends, that is where speaking begins. And that is
Yes,
the answer to the question. That's actually the scenario about being in the environment of English as well. If you are in the environment of English, it is not about you speaking, it is actually about you listening.
listening.
Listening, yes, you are actually about listening, and that is what it is. If you can place yourself in an environment of English where you hear different people, or maybe you plug your headset and you listen to different people speaking in English continuously, you're actually setting up a database around your head, and each word, each vocabulary, and the right form of using that word is going to automatically come to your mouth. It's going to flow
Yes,
into your mouth without much effort, right? So
yes,
there isn't really a north-south distinction, to be honest, because I've seen people suffer, I mean, in Kerala, suffering to speak in English as well. Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra, you name it. It doesn't really have a south, north, east, west border. Everywhere, as long as you cannot place yourself in the environment of English, it is tough. Now,
yes,
the trick to place yourself in the environment of English, that is accessible to very few people. For example, then somebody is here and they say, hey, I want to speak in English, I want to develop my English skill set, and I want to speak really well. What happens is they're pushed into, okay, let's go, let's have a sparring partner, let's have a speaking partner. We'll just speak and we'll just get to a point, and then we'll just take things ahead from them. And the obvious recommendations are you work on your vocabulary, they correct them step by step by step by step. And also, they work a lot on the grammar, they work a lot on the even the pronunciation, the punctuation, all of those things are actually corrected. And also, they are advised to read books, right? Watch movies, shows, and stuff, which is good. But there is an I have seen very rare scenarios where an organizational manner, a structured approach is. I mean, let's just say we're going to the gym, right? And if you're working out ground every single day, it's not going to really benefit any part of our body. But if we have a bro split or a push pull scenario where we work out one part, like, or
Hmm.
maybe a couple of parts in a particular day, and then we repeat in a repetitive mode, that is going to help. So it is not just about speaking. It's not just about having a speaking partner. It's not just about listening to conversational videos. It is actually listening to a narrative scenario, a narrative script. And there is a specific reason I'm telling you why script, because scripts are already proofread. It is already
Okay.
proofread, and the chance of having mistakes in them is very minimal. In conversational medias, for example, today when I spoke with you, I made several mistakes. I will make several mistakes because, come on, you can go to any native English speaking countries, okay? And it doesn't matter as long as you, even if it's German or Spanish, they're gonna make mistakes. It's part of their rendering, part of the method of speech delivery. That's how it's happening because the slangs itself is a little different. The dialect itself is a little different. And
Yes.
even in the Tamil, I mean, any language
Huh.
that we say, we have that colloquialism. We're gonna have that little colloquial
Yes.
approach. But in terms of a script that is actually developed, and if it's in a narrative fashion, for example, National Geographic, right, or maybe Discovery Channel, or these channels will have a
Yes.
pre-read script, and these script has been, reiterated, processed again,
Hmm.
narrated
Right.
by a narrator, right? And
Yes.
when this particular person is speaking, there is a particular frequency, a particular rhythm this person is speaking, which is going to easily
Hmm.
get into your head. Frequency and rhythm affects a lot, right? And then another thing I was trying to analyze from how you spoke, it's not just about listening. How well could you listen? How well could you process that information? And how sensible of an answer could you come back to me with? Right.
Yes.
It's an overall process, an end-to-end process. And this is partially the use in psychometric analysis, a little bit of psychology. That is Dr. Amal Mohan to you. Right. A little bit of psychology to you. Right. That's
Okay.
what it is. Right. That's the whole concept. So once you get this trick, it is not just about speaking, it's not just about reading, it is also about listening and applying and
Listen.
having a combination of all these together that is going to help you to be in that environment.
Yes.
This trick, not everybody can actually master, right? You will have to push a lot to be in the environment of English. And I think this is one of the situations that I've seen in most people that I've dealt with. They have this problem. They always read a lot, and they will have an
Hmm.
abundant vocabulary. They'll know the perfect tenses. They'll be having a lot of consistency in terms of creating the right words and in the right form of sentences and all those things, idioms, proverbs, phrases, you name it. They're gonna be perfect. But it's not just gonna naturally come to them. What happens is they'll have to insert it somewhere. It's like by
Right.
hearting a word. It's like by hearting a word, keeping it in
Yes.
mind, and then applying it somewhere. So it's not gonna blend in naturally. If it has to blend in naturally, then it has to be in the flow, in the narrative skill set or argumentative skill set. This is something I've observed, but I could be completely wrong about this. I'm just a newbie. Like I said, I'm only
No, no,
20.
no, no.
I don't even have half
You
the
are not
experience.
wrong. आपने सही उसको decode किया है. I would like to tell you. It happens because listening is the thing that we ignore.
Yes.
Actually, we are just focusing on cramming the words, just jotting down so many vocabulary words, and we just try to speak, and speak. Oh my goodness, really. And I am going to work on this skill today, from today onwards. Definitely.
I'm so glad that you're doing it because this is something I recommend to every single person that I meet. Because
Yes.
as long as you remain you don't really need a speaking partner. I mean, for example, you
Yes.
yourself, like a homemaker, you're not gonna
Yes.
speak to your son in English. Okay, I don't speak
No.
to my mom in English. I speak to her in Malayalam. So that is what
Yes.
I
It
do,
doesn't
and
work.
yeah, it is it works sometimes, but it is very tough to do that. You need exceptional level of commitment and all those things, and that's not the right approach to do it. But instead, just before going to bed, you plug in your headset, close your eyes, and you listen to some kind of narrative skills that is gonna actually, it's gonna feed in, it's gonna set up a database around you, and that's gonna help you for sure. And in your case, I'd have to point out, I know we are actually way over time. I have to run to the next session, but I have to tell this to you. You got an amazing personality. This is the first thing that I've noticed. You got a great smile. I was a complete stranger to you. That was beautiful. The way you rendered yourself was beautiful. Your soft skills is exceptional. I know you'll be a great teacher. All your students are very, very, very gifted to have you as a teacher. I've noticed this, and the way you portray English is also great. The best thing that I've noticed is that, see, neither me or you, neither of us do perfect speak English because this is not our first language. But you don't have any reservation. You're not thinking about the next sentence. Okay, you're not confused at all. You know what to say, and you don't really bother. You don't really have reservations to say that sentence in the right fashion. And you don't care if you're gonna make any mistakes or not, as long as because you understand the value. It's communication is a priority, not English. So thank you so much for that. Very few people
Thank you so
understand
much.
this, and I hope you meet up with a lot more people and connect with a lot more people and help them in the right form. This is all about
Thank you
me. What
so
do you think
much.
about today's session?
I I I want to say that you made my day, but how to say because it's night here. So just you made my this week, I would say. Thank you so much. And I am speechless. मैं अभी नहीं बोलूंगी क्योंकि मेरा सेशन रियली यू अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी
हाँ, थोड़ा बहुत।
थोड़ा बहुत ओके सो ओके आई विल स्टिक टू इंग्लिश देन
मेरा
यू नो व्हाट
नहीं नहीं नहीं, लाइक आप हिंदी में बोल सकते हो क्योंकि मेरा ग्रामर लाइक पुल्लिंग स्त्रीलिंग कभी कभार
हाँ
चेंज
हाँ
होता है,
अरे
लेकिन
उसमें हाँ बट बिकॉज आई लव स्पीकिंग इन हिंदी ऑल्सो बट टेलिंग
ऑफ
यू
कोर्स ऑफ
आई
कोर्स
मैंने कभी सोचा नहीं था इतना अच्छा जाएगा बट एक चीज मैं आपको बोलूंगी you speak like natives and for me it is really a hard nut to crack to understand you. I have to concentrate, honestly I have to concentrate fully on your words. So
that's probably because you don't have the headset on. If you had your headset on, then it would have been
मे
easy.
बी ये मे बी बट आप बहुत अच्छे एकदम बटर की तरह बोलते हो इंग्लिश एंड आई
Thank you.
want to be comfortable like you. Chalo dekhti hu, I have come a long way and still there is a long way to go, but I am only on a right track, so I'll try to meet you very soon, very soon. और
Of
प्लीज
course.
संडे के दिन आप थोड़ा सा दिन में कर देना स्लॉट्स ओपन
I'll try my
सो
best, man.
दैट
I'll try my best.
yes
Thank you so much
and
for meeting with
thank
me.
you so
It was
much.
absolutely nice talking to you, and I hope every single person watching this video would be subscribing to your channel as well. This is an outro for you, right? Just
Okay,
in case from my end, I've
thank you
subscribed to her
so
channel,
much.
guys. This woman is amazing. Please do subscribe to this
Oh
channel. It's gonna
god.
benefit you later on. So thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
meeting with
much.
me,
Thank you.
and
Bye-bye.
I hope to see you again soon. Take
Yeah,
care. Good
for
night. Bye
sure,
bye.
for sure. Good night. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye, man. Thank you.